Hi there, Libra. How are you today? This is your angel reading for the week of, what is it, October 18th through 24th of 2021. I'm Yetta Pearl, and I welcome you here. Thank you so much for joining me. And so we have fairies cards, and so we'll just see what your angels want to tell you for this week. At this moment, the cards are slow to come out, so we'll just talk about other things while we're going. So, many readers are really into the astrology and astronomy of the readings. I personally have not ever studied that. And so anything that's going on, I kind of just ask the angels to present to me whatever information it is they want you to know, no matter what's going on in the astrological world, because whatever they want you to be aware of is going to also include those kinds of influences. And so let's just see what they want you to know. So some of you, you're sitting there, I can feel you, you're sitting there going, oh, well, this is going on and that's going on. I am so glad that you are aware and following that. And so then you understand more deeply how this information affects you for your week. So, okay, we're almost there. We have one more card to come out. The second deck is unicorns. So when you have fairies and unicorns together, generally that means that your angels want you to lighten up this week. It feels like you've been maybe a little too serious, a little too sober. And so have some fun, lighten up, talk about things, have laughter, have jokes, all that kind of stuff. Let things be more lighthearted than what they currently are, than what they have been up until now. Okay. So definitely there's a lot of healing going on in your world. So many of you have been doing this deliberately. You're finding ways to heal yourself, ways to change up your thoughts and your feelings about what's happening in your world lately. And so that is that heavy energy. You're doing good, is what they're saying. You have succeeded at changing that energy. Now there's still progress you can make. You're still feeling a little residue kind of that heaviness, but you're doing good. You're getting on track and feeling better. It's like, oh yeah, taking a breath, like to come up out of the heaviness, out of the covers covering your face or something, right? Is how that feels. And so you're getting there, and you just need to keep the focus on the healing, on feeling more of the higher vibration, is what they're saying. Okay. They being your personal guardian angels. They have all come collectively together as a group because this is a group reading, right? And so some of what we say may or may not fully resonate with you, right? Just it may be for somebody else in the group if it doesn't resonate completely. But keep listening because there's a whole lot more message to come. Okay, so there's a decision. There's a decision to be made. For most of you, the beginning of the week, maybe you're not quite seeing it yet, but it's coming. There's something you have to decide upon, and this is a personal thing. This is it feels like only for you. It is not a broader decision. And for some of you, this is just a tiny little thing, It's maybe a little out of the ordinary. It feels like something that you've been aware that it's creeping up and you're going to have to decide, and the time is now here. Yeah. So it's not a surprise to you or anything like that. And then for some of you, this could be quite a momentous thing, something that will significantly change how you're perceiving your life or how you're living your life. And so, and anything in between, right? So, so like I said, like they're kind of emphasizing that it doesn't have to be a big deal, that it can be, you can't do it wrong. There are several different options that you could decide, and all of them are going to get you kind of where you want to go. Just some of them are more roundabout, and others are more straightforward. But everything is going to work, in your favor, even if you think, in a while, you make this decision now, and then in a while, maybe you think, oh, darn, I made the wrong decision. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Every decision leads you to some learning or some, something that you wouldn't have encountered otherwise. And so that all contributes to the combination of everything that's you, right? And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It develops you further. So no matter what you choose, it will be to your benefit. They're just saying the only thing that they want you to really be aware of, you know how sometimes there is a choice, and if you just don't choose, then something's going to happen no matter what? Don't do that. They're saying make your deliberate choice. Instead of avoiding it and letting it make the choice for you, you make your choice for you. It's like practice. You need to make this choice because this is yours to make, and they want you to learn how to do that. Okay. All right. So having said that, no matter how that comes out, it's okay to be different. Now, some of you embrace this completely already. You really shine your individuality, and that is beautiful. There's something maybe lately that's got you kind of questioning if you're safe to present that, if you're safe to show how different you are, right? Almost like a witch hunt is what it feels like. But yes, it's okay to be different. And let me see. Yeah, you don't need to be like everybody else. You are perfect just as you are. And you are. I mean, look at you. You're amazing. The way you feel about things, the way your facial expressions show yourself, the way you choose to dress, the way you talk, the things you say, all those are your individuality, and that's beautiful. That's exactly how it should be. If there's a saying, I know you've heard this before, don't even try to be anybody else because those are all taken. You can only be you and nobody else can be you. That's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So there's a different question. Something that you've been wanting to accomplish, something you've been wanting to achieve. If you get working on that right now, then by summer of next year, you will have accomplished that. Yeah. So it's kind of on you. You have to get working on it. It's your project. It's your thing that you want to achieve. Other people can help you when you ask them. Your angels certainly can help you when you ask them. But it's yours to do. It's yours to start and yours to keep within your priority focus. And then by summer next year, you will have achieved that. And so they're saying it's not really hard work. It's just perseverance. It's staying the course. It's knowing what you know and being firm with that. And then by next summer, everything that you're envisioning with this is coming to fruition. So keep that faith, keep the vision in your mind. You can, I read about a thing, or I heard about a thing a while ago. It's called scripting. And so if you have a notebook or something like that, and every single day you write in there what you want your life to be, how you envision it, what's your perfect world. How delicious is that, right? And what does it look like? What does it feel like? How does it smell? How does it taste? How does it feel, when you're walking through that, when you immerse yourself in that world, how that feels, right? And because this is your absolutely best, biggest life that you can possibly imagine, it's going to feel so amazing. Like, whoa, you know? And and so when you take 10 or 15 minutes every day to put yourself into that life and really feel it, then you feel so good and you raise your vibration and you activate everything in that life to come to you, to be created. And then the opportunities start to flow in, things start to line up. You may not see it for a little while, but that's okay because it's coming. Have faith. It is. This is called the law of attraction, and it works just like the law of gravity. It can't not work. So when you are diligent like that and keep your focus, then by summer next year, what you envision will be true. Because you got the power. You totally do. All right. So, is there a marriage coming up for you? So this could be, exactly what we think of as marriage, a couple joining in matrimony. It could be a business partnership. It could be a relationship without the marriage. It could be a deep friendship. It could be meeting somebody new who you click with. It could be ideas coming together. It could be this, whatever you're envisioning, coming together as a collective, as a group of stuff all joining, right? So there's a lot of different things that this could cover. If this was an individual reading, obviously we would know which one it is. But when it's a group reading, it runs the whole gamut, right? So whatever this means specifically for you, take that and understand that this joining, this merging is on purpose. And it's a joyous time. It's beautiful. And it leads to, bliss. Okay, some of you are so cynical. I can just feel that coming, like bliss. Pff, yeah, okay, as if that doesn't exist. There's always reality. You know what? Lighten up, because however you feel about it, creates it. So if you are cynical and you say, oh, well, yes, I really do love this part, but something's going to come along to ruin it. Well, you just did. It was you that came along to ruin it, right? So the more you acknowledge how much you appreciate it, how beautiful it is, how joyous it feels, the better it will be and the longer it will last. If you keep that perspective for your whole life, it will last your whole life. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's a beautiful card. There are not only the happy couple, but there are the observers and the well-wishers and the celebrants, right? So it's beautiful. It is a card of celebration. Okay, so now is your opportunity to talk about how you feel. Some of you just kind of go cringe when you think of that. You want to be a little cautious at first as to who you talk to, because this is kind of your innermost stuff, right? So make sure that there's someone who is safe for you so that you can feel safe opening up to them. And gradually, you'll it feels like you've been guarding that, what you think and feel about certain things, that you haven't been saying that out loud. But now is the time to let that out. It's time to speak your truth and to understand that you are safe, to understand that you're needed to speak what you need to speak. Even if somebody takes a exception to what you say, so what? Who are they to tell you you're wrong? You're allowed to feel how you do. It's okay to be different. You're allowed to have your own thoughts and feelings and opinions and beliefs about things. As much as the world these days wants everybody to conform, the more you keep your individuality, the more you're helping yourself and humanity. Okay, all right, so be yourself. Talk about what you think, talk about what you feel. Start out with things that are maybe a little less important to you, just to kind of get in the habit of being able to do it, right? It's not even a habit, just to get so that you can do that a few times and be fine, so that you can understand how it feels on little scale first before you go bigger. And it's up to you how much you share, how much of your feelings you talk about, but do talk about it some, especially with the people close to you. Let them know the real you. Yeah. Okay, so here we have the daily guidance cards, and we'll take one last card and see what it is your angels want you to know for this week. No, that's not it. Almost there, I think. It's hard to predict. There it is. Okay, oh yeah, daydream. Daydream. So now we're back to that visualizing, the scripting. Every day, take some time to daydream. What do you want your perfect world to look like? Who's in your world? How do you feel about those people? It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling when you take time to do this. It's a form of meditation, and so you sit undisturbed, and you just picture your whole life exactly as you want it to be, and how the people around you make you feel, and how you interact with them, and what your home feels like, and who you see all the time, and what kind of food you're eating, how healthy are you, all these things. Put this all in your daydream and do it every day. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, so I have here our world. Isn't it beautiful? This is our world. This is where we live. This is where we thrive. And sometimes, we're feeling like maybe we're not thriving so much. So let's create some energy, and let's send thriving to that whole world, to the whole globe. Send all that beautiful high vibe energy, and let's increase the vibration of the entire world, even just a minute amount. The more of us who do this, the higher the vibration will be, right? Send to yourself first. I mean, the higher yours is, the more you're going to exude this, right? This is awesome. Well, Libra, thank you so much for joining me. I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I love you, and I will see you next week.